Yo, what's up? This is a late review for Obi-Wan episode 5. I've already done a minute long review as a short, but of course I want to go a little more into detail. Now this review is kind of late considering that episode 6 comes out tonight. So I'm just going to quickly try and summarize how I felt about this episode, because unfortunately I didn't have time to make an actual review on this episode, and it's definitely the best episode so far of the season. But yeah, I'm just going to make a little summary before episode 6 comes out tonight. I just want to say that the writing has not got any better in this episode, even though it is the best episode of the season, and it does have the coolest parts with Vader versus Reva, and Darth Vader grabbing the ship, pulling it down and ripping the doors off of it. I thought that was cool as well, but there's still many plot holes, and this episode, just like all the others in this show, has weird plot holes and weird moments that I'm going to get into, such as Reva and Obi-Wan talking at the door. That she cuts through very easily with a lightsaber, by the way, so they didn't need the gun whatsoever. Yeah, so Reva at the door chatting to Obi-Wan. The stormtroopers can hear exactly what they're saying because they're literally 2 meters away. So that's also a very weird scene. But at the same time, to be honest, the scene was okay with Reva's acting. Of course, Moses Ingram, her acting was great, and Ewan McGregor's, of course, throughout the whole show has been great. And they do have a good interaction, but it's just the scenery and the setting just is so odd, like many scenes and shots in this show. Another weird scene from this show is the part where there's 50 stormtroopers versus about like 20 rebels. No one dies, no rebel dies, no stormtrooper dies, literally no one gets hit with a blaster. Sometimes I think Star Wars has to be, Disney Star Wars has to have the worst gunmen ever, honestly. Like, I think you can get anyone off the street and they can shoot better than a stormtrooper. And rebels now apparently can't shoot at all. So yeah, no one dies in that scene. And also Leia knowing how to open this high-tech door to get the, not really a door, but shutter, whatever it is, to get the ships out so they can escape. I don't know where she learned that as a princess. I'm pretty sure Bail Organa doesn't know how to do that, and he's a highly skilled senator and probably is one of the most practical senators. So the fact that Leia can do that at age 10 when there's no need for her to train to do that is ridiculous. Honestly, I just don't really want to break this down in this video because it's a review. Obviously, it's a part of the episode and I can complain about it, but I might just make a video about all of these stupid plot holes just so I can really just bring it all into one and we can all realise how stupid this show is. Honestly, I hate to say it. My favourite Star Wars characters, everyone's favourite, the main Star Wars characters, but it's just ridiculous. But hopefully episode 6 is amazing. This episode, on the other hand, it was fun. Vader versus Reva was awesome, by the way. Let me just say that, I really like that. The choreography isn't very good when he's holding the lightsaber, of course, but that's Disney Star Wars. The choreography is never going to be like the prequels. Even the flashbacks they've got in this episode, which was amazing to see Hayden and Ewan together again. But the combat in them flashbacks was still not really on par. They were the best from all of Star Wars we've seen since George Lucas had it, and the Clone Wars, of course. But other than that, the choreography is still not on par with the prequels. But it was nice to see Hayden, well, 40-year-old Hayden playing a 19-year-old Hayden, and and Ewan again. It's like they never skipped a step. They've just stayed in character throughout all this time, just waiting to come back, which was awesome. So I like that. So that's basically why it's the best episode of the season. But them reasons are basically why it's the best episode of the season to me. Like, there's no real reason that I think it's the best, apart from them, of course, the cool moments that they had to chuck in the show sometime, and they've come very late. But yeah, I'd say it's the best episode of the season. It just still doesn't really feel like Star Wars at the moment, but we'll get to that. Sorry if this review's a bit weird. I'm just kind of freestyling it after working all day. But I wanted to bring this episode out because I can't wait for episode 6, nevertheless. No matter how I feel about the show overall so far, hopefully it's a home run. However, now I think about it, the leaks I've heard have been very, very distracting watching this whole show, because I don't want it to go down this way. Hopefully the ending doesn't go down this way, but I've heard a lot of not very canon friendly things about the ending, but we'll see because it comes out in like a couple hours. So anyways, thanks for listening. Yeah, this is just my quick opinion on this episode, episode 5 that came out a week ago. But thank you for listening. Sorry I couldn't make a proper review but yeah, I've just been busy. But I try to make a video as well as I can and make time for it, and I just haven't had time for it. And of course, it's going to be late considering episode 6 is coming out, so I just thought I'd quickly come outside at 1 o'clock in the morning, find somewhere to record this and just talk to you guys. How do you feel about episode 5 anyway? Did you like the flashbacks? Did you like the combat? Did you like the writing? Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. Thank you for listening. See you on the next one in a bit.